Before this video starts, yes, I'm in my bathroom. It has the best lighting for my makeup, okay? We're not gonna judge. It is what it is. I don't really know why I'm making this video. I think I just wanted to show people that gap years aren't always the best thing, I suppose. And I just wanted to explain why I'm taking one myself. So, hi, I'm Sophie. Yes, another one, hence the username. And here's my thoughts so far on my gap year. There's now makeup in the room, my headband's on, you know I mean business. So, I'm not the best at makeup, I'm just gonna say that. I probably should have planned what I was gonna say. Let's just start. Obviously the first step to makeup, well at least my makeup anyways, is primer and foundation. But today I'm gonna be using this, look at me, influencer, this BB cream thing. So let's just start with that while I talk about why I personally decided to take a gap year. What? Oh, I forgot how to talk. Oh my gosh. The real reason I took a gap year was because I didn't think it would be the right environment for me, because I'm not the best at making friends, or I quite literally have no life skills. So if I had to cook for myself, well, I didn't have to, because obviously you can live at home, but living at university was obviously the main thing, and I know I wouldn't have dealt with it very well. And the universities, the universities I did choose, I felt very rushed into picking them all, so I knew that they weren't even the right unis for me to go to. And I didn't really feel like I belonged at any of them, so even if I did go, I probably would have ended up dropping out or really not enjoying myself and wasting a lot of money, I guess. Oh, give me a sec, I need to wash this off my hands. Carrying on. And it's not even, well, money was kind of a bit of a big factor in gap year and uni decisions, but my parents were obviously, they didn't mind if I went to university or gap year. They were very good with that, but I just felt like, well, obviously I really wanted to go to university because I would have been the first person in my family to go to it, but I just, when I had my results, which weren't bad by the way, they were A, B, C, C, I cried. Here's a picture of it. It's not pretty, but I think I just got so overwhelmed with how much hard work I put into school and just ending up with essentially average results, which I know is my fault. I probably should have worked harder. I'm generally quite hard on myself anyways, but I feel like having a year off from school without all the stress of deadlines and exams and revision, it probably is going to help me a lot, because I got so stressed out at school, like it's not even funny. Like, why was I having breakdowns over maths? It's not that serious. But yeah, I feel like when I hear what my friends have to do at uni, I'm like, oh thank god I don't have to be writing essays all the time, because I do not miss that, let me tell you. But yeah, I don't know, I just feel like people sometimes assume that people on gap years were not lazy, but they don't really know what they want out of life, which in my case is true, but for many others it's not. They know that they want an apprenticeship or just want to get straight into work, and that's really good for them, but I'm still figuring out what I want to do, and that's another reason why I took the gap year. I literally have no idea what I want out of life, which is why I'm trying this. I've always wanted to get into acting, but that, let's face it, with my inability to speak sometimes, I don't think that's going to be happening for me anytime soon. But my second choice, the subject I got an A in, was media studies, and that is the field I want to get into right now. So I feel like doing this is kind of good for me, because it is helping me create, produce, edit, and honestly so far I'm enjoying doing this. Now it's time for concealer. When I talk about, I guess, the misconceptions with gap years, because trust me, I have a lot to say about this. Where's my concealer? Here it is. I'm using this one, by the way. Oh my gosh, beauty influencer who? It's the Maybelline eraser in shade 1 because I'm extremely pale. I hate how people just assume that on a gap year you're gonna go traveling and do all these fun things. And in reality, I literally am broke. I do have a job, by the way, and it all goes to going to concerts. I'm not ashamed, I'll admit that. Yeah, I just hate when people assume that you don't have a plan, or you're just gonna go traveling and waste money or whatever, or volunteer, or just do something like that. When people don't understand that things are so expensive these days, and young people, they need money, like especially if you are going to university. Like, how are people affording that? So I am kind of grateful I am saving up and going to work and getting extra shifts and all that, because if I didn't even have a job, I'm not saying if you are unemployed, that's your decision. I'm not going to judge, because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to live life, get through it, because life is tough out here. But having a job has really helped me keep structure in my life, because that's the only thing I miss about going to school is the structure, because most days I am honestly just on my bed watching YouTube, which is not bad. I'm enjoying it, but I kind of need something to do to not make myself go insane. So you see why I'm doing this. I've compared myself to my friends who've gone to university so badly, even though I know it was the right decision for me. And it does suck sometimes to see your friends making new friends and going to all these different clubs and having fun, and you're just at home watching them through Instagram stories. But I feel like they should take a gap year and see what it's like for me, because whenever I'm like, oh yep, I'm on my gap year, and people are like, oh, but you're going to university next year, right? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, okay, and like judge you. First of all, don't be judging others for their decisions. You're not in their shoes, okay? Let them live life how they want to live. What am I doing? Why are you judging others for just knowing what's right for them and doing the right, like knowing they're making the right decisions for themselves? Like, you are not their mum, you're not their dad, you're not their carer or whatever. You are not that person. So I quite frankly think it's quite rude when people just automatically assume that you're... I think I've made this point 5 different times in this video, but I'm going to reiterate it. Let people do what they want to do. I just think people assume that gap years are more fun and exciting than they actually are, because for most of us, we just wanted to not go to school for a year. We just wanted to relax and do nothing, which is perfectly fine. We just want to earn some money and, I don't know, literally do nothing. I am a certified lazy person. All I want to do is sit on my arse and do nothing. Okay, that is not a crime. Yes, it makes me a bit of a bum, but who cares, honestly? Who am I hurting by doing that? I'm having my best life. Well, not best life, like life could be better. But I'm having a good life right now. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I know I'm in the right place and I'm working towards my goals. I'm applying for apprenticeships. I'm applying for other jobs. Well, not other jobs, because obviously I have a job right now, but I'm applying for jobs that in the field that I want. And I'm creating content. Well, am I? I don't know. Gonna sit there. Oh my god. Look at me, I'm literally a beauty influencer. The next step we're gonna do is eyeshadow. My favourite step. I love eyeshadow. I want to talk about what I wish I've done differently so far in my gap year, because for context, it is February. I left school in August, so I've had quite a lot of time to think and work out things. it's been really fun up here, let me tell you that. I wish I started thinking about my goals a bit more, because I'm at the point now where I've not got an apprenticeship for the summer or an apprenticeship for next year, so I'm kind of like, I don't even know what I'm going to be doing next year. And as much as I love my job, it's a nice job. I don't really want to be there for years and years to come. Like, I actually want to be in the media industry. Obviously, it's a very hard industry to get into. I know that. I'm not denying that. Oh, close you. But I actually need to be more serious now about what I want in life, because I'm still living at home, which is fine, but obviously my friends who are at uni are living on their own, learning how to cook, and they actually have life skills, so I actually need to learn some of those. Like, okay, this is really bad to admit, I can cook some meals, but I can't do my ironing. Been embarrassing at the age of 18, I know, but it's the truth. It's not been obvious. I'm an only child, so my parents do a lot for me, and I'm very grateful for that. Not saying I'm not, but it's getting to the point now, it's getting quite embarrassing that I can't do basic adult skills. Okay, so I need to start learning that. I know that. I actually need to get a hobby, because watching YouTube all day is not a hobby, sorry to say. And honestly, I want to be more consistent and actually commit to this, because this is the most fun I've had in a while, and I don't even care if anyone watches it, if this is the worst thing I've ever made, the worst video on YouTube. I literally don't care. I'm going to post it just for the fun, just to prove I can do it, and it's a start. But I'm kind of getting sick of just having sat around for months, which honestly has probably benefited me more than I think, because even though I have been really upset that my friends have gone to uni, made new friends, while I'm still speaking to the same two friends and I cut everyone else out after leaving school, I don't know why, I just did, because I struggle to talk to people. Lol. It's been tough, because I know that they probably don't want to speak to me all the time, because they have their new friends now, and if they're watching this, that's a bit embarrassing to admit. But I start need to do things for myself. I need to put myself out there and just see what happens, because what is the worst that can happen? No one watches this video, I get rejected from a job offer. Who cares? I still have a job, I'm still living life, I'm still here, so can I really complain? No. There's a lot more worse things in the world happening, trust me. So I'm hoping that this has made an impact on someone, either if they're on their gap year right now or considering a gap year, because I don't want to put people off taking a gap year. I think it's a really good thing to do, but I just want to shed some light on that. It's not all, oh my god, I've gone to all these different countries, I've done all this. It's not always like that. Sometimes it is just sitting at home, feeling sorry for yourself. That's just the truth, honestly. And I think more people need to realise that when they start judging others for taking gap years and thinking, oh well, they're just a bit lazy, aren't they? They don't really have a plan for their future. Because most of us do. We're just not there yet. We're just working towards it. And that's perfectly fine. So I spoke a lot just then and rambled a lot. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to be silent now because I can't talk while doing mascara. I can barely do it anyways. So I'm going to be silent now, so yeah. Now for the last step, I'm using powder blush because my cream blush has run out and I prefer that a lot more. So I'm gonna try this. It might not be good. Oh well. For the big reveal, do I look good? Honestly? Okay, this still looks bad, but haven't even done lipstick. Okay, we'll do that in a minute, but honestly, this is kind of good. So now that my makeup's all done and I look a lot more presentable, I'm gonna wrap it up here. But before I do, I just want to make an end statement, I suppose. First of all, there's probably a lot that I haven't covered, and that's just me forgetting things because this was a very spontaneous video for me to make. But if you're on your gap year, or you're considering one, or you're at university, or you're just not really sure where you are in life or what you want to do, honestly, take it from me, one of the laziest people in the world. It gets better. Stop comparing yourself and do the things you love. Even though sometimes it's hard to, or sometimes the things you love are cringe, literally don't care about anyone else. I know everyone says this, but it's true. Once you start caring more about yourself than others, life gets so much easier, trust me. So on that note, I hope this video has somewhat of a coherent flow. That makes no sense. Like, I hope you know what I mean. I hope this video isn't a bunch of gobbledygook and garbage. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I'll make more. I can't guarantee it though, because I'm a procrastinator. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one.